It's a Joe stream. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Do. Dum bum 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 bum. Deep into Under Mountain. Sounds like a song. Let's play it. Oh, here it comes.
One evening as the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing, down the path came a party hiking, and they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain, deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old, where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost, all the wisps and wasps and the mezzo lost, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, the mad wizard stood gates so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Under Mountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Under Mountain.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. 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 Just let your mind flow downstream, sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Happy Cinco de Mayo to those of y'all who celebrate, or have a very festive May 5th to those of y'all who don't. But yeah, big holiday here in the United States. A lot of folks out drinking tonight. Wow. My friends and I thought we'd be clever. One of my buddies is moving out of town, and this is kind of like his last night in town. So it's like, okay, we'll go to an Indian restaurant that doesn't serve alcohol, and we won't have any trouble getting in, right? Right. Okay. So the restaurant itself was empty, basically. But what we didn't factor in was that it was next to a Mexican restaurant, and the parking lot from the Mexican restaurant was so full that it had overflowed into the adjacent parking lot. So we were lucky to find a spot. But I am home safe after having some delicious beef curry and saying farewell to a friend of mine off to move forward with the next chapter of his life. That was fun. I hope a lot of y'all had a chance to hang out with some folks today, spend some meaningful time together. Whew. Yeah. I did eat a little bit later than usual, and I have some digestive issues that make me a little bit maybe cognitively fuzzy sometimes when I'm digesting. So please be patient with me if I'm a little bit more rambly and... Oh, this is new. Whoa, there's some sort of crazy chunk boundary here. You know what we actually need is a bunch of these mushroom blocks. Somebody's trying to clear cut this, it looks like. And we need a bunch of mushroom blocks anyway for our pinball machine texturing. Ender Ninja says, beef curry. I wonder what culture that's from, because I don't think Indians eat beef. Probably English culture, because until the English showed up, they didn't eat curry either. So, I mean, I would guess it's probably that one. Is the Silk Touch axe how we break mushrooms? It is. Okay. So, yeah, we might just start rolling through here. Let's... If it looks like somebody got lazy clear-cutting this, I don't know who's actually using this space. Hello? Howdy? Somebody there? Hello? Anybody? Is the voice prox mod range further than the horn range? Or is the horn range... Yeah, don't come in here advertising some fast food brand. That's not cool. Y'all, come on. Come on. Oh no, my inventory is actually full. I need to dump off the birch. I mean, this axe seems like it's doing a pretty good job. Horn range is pretty far. Okay. So, let's maybe assume that wasn't for us then. Okay. So, anyway, where is my brain? We are going to first offload the birch that we're going to need to build the additional cross beams down here in our the cabinet of our pinball machine. Why did I bring so many totems? Oh yeah, for that bit where I was going to attack Cub. I say attack Cub, where I was going to fly into the wall near Cub. That was a funny bit. I enjoyed that. That'll be in my next episode if you didn't catch us recording that last night. So yeah, let's go grab some of those. Cub and Jeff are gonna go play TCG, so Cub might have been blowing the horn pre-game. Ooh. That could be fun to watch. Let's it looks like they're still getting set up. I've actually got Jevon's stream open in another tab instead of my alerts for when I get tips, because I forgot to ask for money. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. I hope y'all are having a fantastic evening so far. Of course, today is the day where we celebrate the French getting in a little bit of a scuffle with the Mexican army and losing. So they don't really celebrate Cinco de Mayo in France so much. In fact, I think in the whole they're trying to kind of move away from that whole Napoleonic portion of their history. But you know what? That's okay, because here in America, we're going to celebrate anyway. Okay. I figure if we just take care of the floating mushrooms, then we'll have done a service here. And then we'll have the floating mushrooms that we'll need for our bright red with white speckles on our pinball machine. So, because these are like perfect pop bumper caps. Because it kind of looks like there's light shining through the red. Stephanie Hall says, we celebrated by going out for Japanese. Nice. We celebrated by going out for Indian food. Because the one time that we tried to get Mexican food on Cinco de Mayo, we stopped by one of our favorite Mexican restaurants that we ate at all the time. And, like, you know, they recognized us. And they were like, hey, guys, we know you're regulars, but, like, it's a 2-hour wait tonight. And we're like, oh, no worries. We'll see you tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, you will. So, we learned not to go out for Mexican food on actual Cinco de Mayo that day. So, Canada also likes celebrating independence from France, of course. Okay. Watch somebody be like, no, I was using those mushroom heads. Like, I'm going to find out that these mushroom heads that were floating were part of, like, Doc's targeting computer. And everybody's going to be like, Joe, we told you to stop touching stuff. And I'll be like, it was next to my base and there were a bunch of floating mushrooms. What did you want me to do? Y Lime says, is it a bad time to mention it's also my birthday? Not as long as it's actually your birthday. If it was not your birthday, then yes, that would be a very bad time. That would be a lie. And that sort of deceit is not appreciated around here. But because, based on the way you asked that, I believe it is your birthday, it's the perfect time. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños. Y-Lime 553. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. It's also NJ Coffee Junkie's birthday today. We were just hanging out with NJ earlier this afternoon, playing Mario Kart on her stream. She's raising money for the American Cancer Society. So if you wanted to drop by there, NJ Coffee Junkie is my project manager. If you wanted to drop by there and say a quick birthday message in a donation note to the American Cancer Society, I'm sure NJ would appreciate that. Let me see if I have NJ's Twitch channel here. If I go to twitch.tv/directory/following... Oh, like a professional, I'm always prepared. This is not an actual raid. We're not, like, ending my stream to send people over to NJ. I'm just letting you know that it is NJ's birthday. So if you wanted to pop over there and say happy birthday, and especially NJ is raising money for the American Cancer Society. That's a birthday tradition for her. It's a charity near and dear to NJ's heart. I'm sure she would appreciate you throwing a few bucks their way. Anyway, speaking of people throwing money around, Andrew just tipped me 15, who says they're cutting my hours at work, so this may be my last tip for a while, but hello to you down in the hot bar. Let's get this stream started. I'm sorry to hear that, Andrew, but no worries in terms of, you know, that being your last tip for a while. You are always welcome here. This show is free for everyone to enjoy, courtesy of the folks that are at a place in their life where they can afford to tip. I'm sure you will be finding success for yourself again soon in the future. And, you know, if you choose to throw some of that my way, I appreciate it. But if you support the arts in general, then the whole world is better for it, including me. So I appreciate that too. Okay. So let's go ahead and should we chop down more of these floating mushrooms? Like, these floating mushrooms just seem like they shouldn't be floating. It's just bothering me. I don't know what this is. But I don't like it. So I'm taking them all down. Jubali says, what is this place? That's the twitch.tv/popout/Joe-Hills/chat room. It looks like it's Random Gamer's birthday as well. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Gamer Randomo. 25. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. I actually don't know what the Spanish word for random is. Okay. Mahi Zero says someone probably needed a bunch of mushroom stems real fast for that specific cream color and just left everything else floating. Do I think I could do that in Swedish? No. I could not. I do not know the happy birthday song in Swedish. Does anyone know if Iskall has like a favorite TV show? Does Iskall ever talk about like favorite TV shows? Because it would be funny. He's supposed to be coming back to HermitCraft soon. It'd be funny if I like sung the theme song of like one of his favorite Swedish TV shows to him at some point. The only song Joe knows in Swedish is Never Gonna Give You Up. And I don't even have that one memorized. I did that one with it in front of me. Come on, there's got to be some Iskall fans in here. Somebody help me out, pals. Okay. Never gonna give you. We just want Iskall to feel welcome. Da, 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 da. What bands does Iskall like? I'm like, I don't want to just do the same joke all the time, but like on some level, it feels like a year and a month later is like. I only hear Iskall talk about Vault Hunters. Well, it's good that he's got perfect brand discipline, but obnoxious that I don't know the answer to that. I've got this great idea. Why don't we pitch it to the Franklin Block and Mint? Fine pewter portraits of general apathy and major boredom singing whatever and ever, amen. Oh well, maybe not. Try again. This should cheer you up for sure. See, I got your old ID, and you're all dressed up like the Cure. Will you never rest? Fighting the battle of who could care less. Every day you wake up late. Sometimes I wish I was that way. Do-do. Oh, come on. Two burning zombies in this economy? Just sing Hermit Gang to him. No. That's... Y'all, we can only be so referential, is what I said to myself earlier in the mirror. You know what I could do is I could record some sort of like Iskall is back on HermitCraft song. Iskall's back and there's gonna be trouble. Hey ya, Iskall's back. Iskall's back, placing blocks on the double. Hey ya, Iskall's back. Write a theme song for Vault Hunters. The problem with that is I would have to know more about Vault Hunters than I currently know about Vault Hunters. And, like, the reason I usually write songs about things I already know about is because it speeds up the process a lot. Hello, Iskall's back. An ABBA parody. Does Iskall actually like ABBA? Andre says, I saw a bag of beef jerky and thought of you. Well, I'm glad to see that that's firmly lodged in my brand, like a thorn in a lion's paw. It's fine. It's fine. Are these trees intentional? These seem taller than usual. Do birch trees always get so tall? I don't feel like they normally do. Just as a quick reminder, though, we are $5 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so did... If it looks like somebody basically tried to clear this out but got too lazy to chop down some of the trees, it's not necessarily ruining anything. Some biomes... Like, I'm assuming that this tree was left because it was awkward, not because it was desirable, right? Like, nobody was like, oh, I'm going to clear this area except for this one tree because I love it so much. This is going to be in somebody's episode, somebody going, oh, I love this tree so much. It's the perfect Minecraft tree. And I'll be like, killed it off camera. Along with your birch. Have a good night, GT Buckets. Melody Starflare says, destroy it. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Melody Starflare, but please, careful with the caps. It, can be distracting. I'm the only moderator here tonight. And all cap stuff can be distracting. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I know you didn't mean anything by it. I appreciated your spiritedness. You know what? Actually, let's leave. This tree might actually be... Let's look at what we're looking at here. I don't know what this is. But it looks like somebody wants all the trees gone here. And all the mushrooms gone, but got too lazy to actually remove them all. So I think I'm probably okay to just chop it all down. Chop it down, chop it down, chop it down. Chop! Do anything for tree chop. Do anything for tree chop. Do anything for tree chop. Tree chop, tree chop. Joe Hills with the diamond axe swings. Collecting dark oak logs to trees. Cutting down branches and branches and branches. I don't know what I'm doing. Tree chop, tree chop, tree chop, tree chop. Oof. Okay, that's definitely one remaining log right there. You can chop that down. 3 remaining logs. So there was that oh, and there's that one there. The leading cause of deforestation is currently Joe Hills. Well, in fairness, I would have been chopping down trees in my own area. Let's go see what this is. His name is Joe Hills, it's not Joe Trees, and that's why he chops and counts in threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 15. That's why he's Joe Hills, not Joe Trees. Yeah, he is called Joe Hills, not Joe Trees, and he's flying toward those mountains. I actually wanted to see, does anyone know where Stress's new house is? I wanted to go make sure that we flew over that, actually, so we could get those chunks updated. I wanna get updated, 'cause I really know how great Stress is. It's next to False's base, I guess. We'll fly that way from the west. Looking for a base just for stress. We're flying really high, I guess. Is that it there? The weird thing is, we'll see the chunks it's in well before we actually get the new data from the game. Watch out, there's a dragon over it. I doubt that. Oh, is this it here? Maybe those chunks will load in when we fly over them? Nope, maybe that's the current version of it. Oh, that's it from the back. Oh, we're definitely getting new data here, though. Yeah, okay, so this is a good area to fly around. Oh, that looks great! We do need to go lay our heads down and dream. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I love seeing everything in the distance. Like, this is just the best mod. Okay. Yeah, let's just chop these down too. Like, at this point, it's kind of like, what do these blocks represent?
That was
I
very
would change
close.
My,
You
I would
almost
change
had
my
me.
day. So like my course or my flint and steel was these three bottom cards right here.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah.
So like I was, if I would have realized that I was gonna die, I would have changed. Obviously, I didn't even realize it. So.
Yeah. It happens.
Oh,
It
it's
happens.
raining beef.
I heard the
Raining
hungry for pork chops horn, so I thought I'd deliver some pork chops.
You broke
Behold.
his glass.
A legend of the pyramid, Mr. Joe Hills.
It is I, the legend of the pyramid, Joe Hills.
That's what you become when you defeat the fair. All right, let me end the game here, Jeff.
Oh, all right.
End game, reset.
I'll go put your roof back on. I figured if Scar could break it, I could break it, but like when I broke it, it really fell in here. Womp womp.
That was close though, Jeff. I thought you had me for because I couldn't
I
draw.
think if I'd have got another green roll, I'd have been okay. But
Yeah, this deck heavily depends on.
Alrighty. Corbin, Jevin, cameo. Da 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 na 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 na. Wa bum 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 bum. Is it funny if I put in if I put in like a whole bunch of concrete or something here and say like future home of Wellsmart or something? I don't know, probably not. Oh yeah. Well, let's go time out the person who's screaming in the YouTube chat. Take some time to read the rules. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and offload the surplus mushrooms. We have plenty of mushrooms now. That's good. We definitely are going to want those. Let's take the surplus birch saplings and go replant part of our garden. Did we leave some of those there? Is there anything that you could put directly above trees so they don't grow? Like if I planted a bunch of saplings there and put string above them? Daniel J. McGrail says, what are you using the mushrooms for? Probably things like that I want to look like are red and lit up on the pinball machine. Like they would go next to redstone in interesting ways. Okay, so we're going to leave that there for now. Did we figure out if there was a good use for all these beehives? There was some sort of joke where, like, anything that is not leaves or wood will block trees. So would string block trees from growing? Because, like, if I could, in theory, if I could, let's clean up these leaves here. These are an aberration, abomination. They're too close to our perfect Ollie Christmas tree. Ooh, custom pinball flipper elytra design would be cool. Doc might want the bees. Okay. I plan to! I have planned to! Though I am burdened with other matters, Sir Pharaoh. Okay. So, in theory, what's the best way? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait until nightfall. And we're going to wait for all the bees to go in the hives. Although B-Dubs is online, so he might be sleeping in a tree. I was going to say, if we wait for the bees to go in the hives at nightfall, then we grab all the hives and we replace the boundary. That boundary line we saw over... We can find out who our new neighbor is by seeing who screams at us. You have to make B-Dubs' voice more high-pitched to be accurate. No. Oh, boy. Grab some bone meal and test. Honestly, I think putting all the beehives where those markers are is funnier. I think that's the good idea. Very well. Make haste and release your burdens tonight, good sir, for soon we shall meet in battle. Oh yeah, I should probably put streaming open on there. If you put trapdoors in front of the nest, the bees can't get out again. Well, I want the bees to get out again. Good evening to Shubville. Good to see you, Chris Mosier. We actually reference Shubville, Tennessee in our song My Destiny's in Tennessee, which is a Pokemon Go rhyming geography song. We have a line about all the snubble down in Shubville. Okay. Jevin is raiding with a party of 120. Welcome, Jevin Raiders. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. Just kidding. I was just doing a little bit of waiting for the sun to set because I've got something a little bit silly I'm about to do. It's not really a real prank, per se, but it looks like we have a new neighbor. Somebody has started building something really close to our pinball machine. I don't know what, but they started clearing out a bunch of land, and they put in all of these white blocks here in what looks like it's supposed to be some sort of border. So I've been sitting on all of these bumblebee hives over here, and I was just thinking... Badger Spanner writes webcam. Webcam should be on. I'm down here in slot 9 putting the hot in the hot bar. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. We are $5 away from the next face camera expansion milestone if you would like to see the camera get bigger. The server name is called HermitCraft. Right now, I'm online with B001 Hundo, Cub Fan, and Jevin just logged out. My mega base this season is a giant colossal scale pinball machine I'm working on. 256 meters deep, 128 meters wide. I'm still designing the play field on graph paper IRL right now, but I've been getting the cabinet structure and design in. As you can see, deep field is a reference to the deep field photographs taken by space telescopes. I'm using actual James Webb Space Telescope images to kind of inspire this pixel art, which is a work in progress. This galaxy in particular needs a lot of work. But we are not working on that tonight. We are basically about to steal a bunch of bees. They're not, well, it's not really stealing. They're my bees. Will it take from my offhand or my forehand? Forehand. Good to know. Okay. I was curious about that. But anyway, so as soon as it starts getting dark, all the bees should go into their hives. And we'll grab all of these. Pole says I'm new. Hi, Hermit. Hi, Pole. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Iconic Anemone for 25. That's going to get us 2 face camera expansion milestones. So here we go. Please direct your attention down here to slot 9 where I'm putting the hot in the hot bar so I can say, howdy y'all, Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-dee. Also, B-Dubs is going to try and go to bed, so we've got to be paying attention to these beehives. And then for the second expansion, expand. That puts us 20 even away from the next face camera expansion milestone. We are going to grab as many of these as we can. We're going, when you hear the B, think supermarket sweep. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff at this point. But I'm frantically grabbing as many hives as I can before B-Dubs goes to bed. Bees, we probably have more bees than hives. B-Dubs is going to bed. We got to rush. Before they all come back out. Got to grab them. How do I de-aggro them? Can you? Will they eventually de-aggro? In terms of my... Somebody says you cannot. How long is eventually? He's really chasing me here. Wow, that is some range. So I need to keep these chunks loaded so the bees calm down eventually, right? Okay. So they have to be loaded for them to calm down, but I have to be outside of their search and destroy range. Okay. If he stings me, he dies. I don't want that. I don't want him to die. Oh yeah, they're on patrol over there. Water kills them. Don't let them touch water. Oh. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, so let's keep an eye out. That one doesn't look angry. We got another tip rolling in from Anthony, who tips 5 and writes, "You're the bee's knees." Well, thank you, Anthony. That puts us now 15 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. That one doesn't look angry, but he does look like he's looking for me. That puts us 15 away from the next expansion. The way the milestones work, we keep track on the abacus of our progress. So when I say we're 15 away, if we get 3 5s, that's the same thing as getting 15 at once. Smoke trick next time. Yeah, maybe. I really thought I could just roll in fast. Mary tips 13 and writes, "Grow Hills." Well, thank you very much, Mary. That is going to get us 2 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, are the ones over there still mad? I should probably have a spyglass. Yeah, no, the problem is I accidentally punched one of the bees. That's absolutely why they're actually mad at me, because I punched one by accident. How many nests did I get? Well, they're not stacking. So, let's actually, now that I realize they don't stack, we should probably go over there and just, let's just go ahead and place them. Totems don't count toward the bees getting less mad at you because they're not. Got it. Okay. So I'm kind of imagining... I think we should start a recording for here. Start recording. HermitCraft Season 9, Episode 62, Segment Hotel, Take 1, and action. Let's do a quick recorded segment. Okay. I have been working extensively on getting some more pixel art here onto our back box, but I don't think we're going to finish that entire side this episode. One thing I did just notice, though, is it looks like we might have a new neighbor over here. I don't know who it is yet, but somebody has cleared a ton of these trees out and then started putting in a bunch of concrete powder. Now, I don't know what kind of new neighbor we are about to have, but if there is one thing I do know, it's that I want them to feel welcome. And there is no more traditional welcome gift than a bunch of bees. So we're just going to go ahead and break some of these and hope that whatever hermit this is not Doc M77, because that is a hassle I do not need right now. Heck, maybe this is even somebody Doc M doesn't like. Maybe I'll actually, end up ahead. Let's see. How many more of these do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I need to use my Silk Touch Axe. Let's get a totem out here. Let's get some food. Okay, so we got to get 6 more nests. Now, I did accidentally kind of punch a bee earlier, but I'm sure that they aren't still mad at me, and that we'll be able to just sneak in here and grab a few nests. Is that bee mad at me? Nope, he's just flying around. Okay. Just minding his own business. Nope, that one too. Okay, so here we go. We need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3. Boy, all these birch trees are just making nests like crazy. 4. Okay. 5. Apparently we knocked one down earlier. There we go. 6. That's it. Boom. We have done it, folks. Let's go ahead, sneak back here, and award our mystery new neighbor with a few more nests full of bees. They're full of bees! I think it's a pretty sweet gift. Okay, let's go ahead and try not to accidentally... A lot of these actually have bees in them, too. That's the best part of this, is we're not just, like, being like, here's a bunch of random... Should we plant some flowers over here? Flowers actually are a traditional welcome gift, and they'll keep the bees in the area. Yeah, let's go grab some of these flowers from over here and relocate them closer to the bees so that they don't wander so far afield, because we still want them to go back to the nests every night. So that way, when our mystery hermit neighbor returns... Right now, the only person logged in is B001 Hundo, and he's not over here. So I'm pretty sure it's not B-Dubs' area. But whenever whoever it is returns, we want them to still find all the bees flying around happily. So, let's see. Can we find some more flowers? Wow, there's like no flowers over here. 1, 2, 3... It might be nicer if we had prettier, like, non-local flowers. But, I mean, this is still, like, 12 nests full of bees. I feel like we're doing okay here. Okay. So, now all the bees can find the flowers and stick around to be happy. Are you happy? You happy, buddy bee? You look happy. You pollinate that flower. You're doing great. Anyway. We have got plenty done today. You might have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to Patreon sponsor M. Lavis. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a haiku of my own devising, which I'm kind of implying that I wrote earlier, but I think I'm actually going to write on the spot. Bees buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, buzz, bees, buzz, buzz. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stream, don't leave. That's not the end of the stream. That is just the end of that recording. I'm going to splice that into tomorrow's episode. Well, maybe not tomorrow. Maybe a future episode. But yeah, that is not the end of the stream. But we do record segments for the episodes during the stream. We still have some more stuff to actually get done tonight. Sophia Moana writes brilliant haiku. Wow. Thank you. Introverted Kid says that was the best haiku. Thank you. Okay. Moonberg says it'll never beat 5 more syllables, though. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, I actually have way more... Okay. Let's real quickly... We actually had to stop back by here to get some flowers. I think it would be kind of funny if we did add a few more flowers. But it's not like... Oh gosh, no, wait, no. You know what would be not funny is if my elytras both broke at once. Let's go ahead and go visit the end. You think that haiku is going to generate a lot of buzz? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Let's go to the end real quick and repair our elytra. Apparently Jevin built a new end area. I think there's still some beehives left for those bees to return to at night. Zero Panner Cakes has an example of a haiku that explains the rules for what a haiku is. I think one of my favorite things like that was I think I found this quote in the old Unix fortune file. It was something like, a syllogism is a logical statement with 3 parts. This is not a syllogism. Whoa! Jev's new portal room is cool. Check that out. Absolutely nailed it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that in an episode. Aerial Karate says, what are Joe's plans for the streams today? I got kind of sidetracked by moving a bunch of bees. Yeah, back before you could Google things like Skippy's List, Fortune was your best way to find jokes on a server that you operated locally. Okay. So we're going to need to fix both of the elytras, the pickaxe, and the shovel. Yeah, we just did some bee location, Tabra Silentine. Dylan Click says, it's really interesting seeing the behind the scenes in between streams. Well, it's more that you're seeing the behind the scenes between episodes. I think that's what you meant, but... Oh, I'm switching between my active and inactive elytra instead of eating. But thanks, elytra. Okay, so we're going to swap that into our offhand there. So we can repair our axe as well. Johnson of Donut says, is it true your keyboard has no function keys? That is correct. Here, I'll hold it up. See? It does have a FN shift key though. And then, so if I wanted to hit function, if I wanted to hit F3, I hit the function button and the 3 button. Bum, 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 bum. Nothing else needs to repair at all, right? Just making sure. What percent is my keyboard? I don't know what that question means. Lemony says, my first Joe Hill stream and I'm so lost. Oh, okay. So this is the end dimension. And it's kind of like the moon of Minecraft. You can't see the earth because it's far away. And there's a cloud. But now we're back on terra firma here. Yeah, I don't know what the keyboard would be if it wasn't 100% keyboard. It's like this keyboard is 8% alcohol. Like, I hope not. That means I've spilled something. Yeah, 96% keyboard by volume. Like, what is that? Yeah. Johnson of Donut says, my keyboard is 70% key and 30% board. That's funny. I would think that some of them are 3/8 key and 5/8 board, but I don't know. You just look at the board and you go, you're drunk, I'm taking your keys. Zero Pancakes says 100% is a full-size keyboard. Usually people have an 80. I don't know how I would know that. Like, it's not like it says on the keyboard. Oh, it's got little feet on it that, like, open up on hinges. That's cool. I don't really need that, but... This keyboard is above the legal limit. She can't be on the road. If it's an 80% keyboard by volume, it's 160 proof. Yes. Thank you, Tapper's Valentine. We got there. We got there. Is it based on the number of keys you have, or is it based on the physical size of the keys? Pancakes, I'm not saying that this is not a thing. I'm saying this is not a thing I know about. Is it based on how many of the 104 keys it has compared to the standard 104 key keyboard? Or is it based on the actual surface area of the keys? People just saying yes to an is it this or that does not make me feel better. Oh my god. Okay, here. I'll hold it up. We're only $2 away from the camera getting bigger. When the camera gets bigger, I'll hold the keyboard up so y'all can see it. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Polaris North Star says, Joe is very confused and tired about what Chad is talking about. Sounds like a typical Joe Hill stream. Right, I know, right? Okay, that actually reminds me. We do need to go put in a bunch of lights. Um. So, of course, a stupid, what do you call it? Immediately spawns a slime. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Joe is a gamer. He should know about keyboard things. I never said I was a gamer. And I never said I knew about keyboard things. Angelica da Silva Balente tips R20, which I believe is Reals 20, which comes out to 4 US Abacus beads. That gets us 18 away from the next Face Gamer expansion milestone. We are now we're 16 away thanks to Perfect Fry tipping another 2. So we have passed that next milestone. Here we go. Expand and Joe. Is that better? Can you see it now? Do you understand? Does that make you feel better? I don't know. I don't know how many keyboards that is. I mean, it's one physical keyboard, but I don't know how many. Is that okay? Do you feel better now? Okay, so thank you very much to Angelica de Silva Balente and Perfect Fry for once again pushing us $4 past that milestone, putting us 16 away from the next Face Gamer expansion milestone. Speaking of which, we just got another 15 rolling in from Michaela, who says, "Give us that keyboard shot, Joe." Well, that puts us 1 away from the next Face Gamer expansion milestone. And then Drew Baca says, "I almost don't want to tip just so Joe can keep messing with the keyboard guy." And Drew Baca tips a whole 20, which puts us 1 away from the next milestone after this one. Expand Joe. Here, I'll hold it again. There. You feel better? You feel better? The curly thing is in the way. Boom. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was a gift from my friend Corrales. Okay. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and lay our heads down and dream. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but no, wait, why am I singing that? Oh, yeah, because I'm trying to lay my head down and dream here. There we go. Yeah, it's got the... I think it's got the Cherry MX silent switches. Because Corrales gave us keyboards a year ago, and I loved it, except that it was super loud. And he was like, "Hey, would you like another keyboard?" And I was like, "I don't think that's really necessary, Corrales. You're very generous." He's like, "This one has silent switches." And I was like, I would like that. I would like the silent keyboard. Which is why I can sit here and go. And you can barely hear it compared to, like, the old keyboard. So. Panner Cake says, "Am I just the keyboard guy to you? Is that all I will ever be known as?" Probably. I mean, that's not to me. That's to Drew Baca. But yeah, probably. Stealth mode keyboard. Yeah, I wasn't gonna spam B-dubs' chat. I feel like I should put a sign here that says, "Glad to be your new neighbor." Keyboard guy, he is the keyboard guy. Okay, we had signs here. Somewhere. Okay, let's real quickly open up the open downloads the Alt Codex 4th edition. Is there any B symbols in oh, that's actually okay. I think here's how we're gonna do this. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I can't believe I have a new neighbor. But I'm curious though, if their build goes as far as this, and we turn the render distance down to 15, or what are the other hermits' render distance? I'll give y'all a second to answer. Hopefully that will end up in somebody's. Why is my thumbnail Cubs Arena? Oh, because Cubs Arena is like 5 blocks that way, and I was literally just there. I was throwing pork chops at people. If I turn the render distance down to 16, you can definitely tell there is a pinball machine there, but you can't. Yeah, whoever built here is like, oh yeah, I'm out of render distance. Nobody'll ever find me. Might be 16, somebody says. Okay. Video set. Oh, I had it on 16. Boy, it is wild how low the render distance is by default in this game. I am seriously, like, at the point where it's like, I don't think I would want to play this game without this mod anymore. Like, that's my build compared to, like, that's my build. Yeah. I mean, that's... Woo! Huge difference. Okay. Real quick, let me just check something. Yes, that's right. According to my tabulations, we are 1 U.S. Abacus speed away from the entrance of the Joust. We are also about 1 hour into the stream. Figured I would mention both. Tips are welcome. Oh, wait, that's just the letter E. I was gonna post the tipping link, but here's the letter E in a circle instead, as a treat. Where's my notepad file full of links now? Okay, yeah. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Enjoy your circular E. Geek of Many Topics says, I can't even imagine how terrifying being in the middle of the perimeter would be on normal render distance. I think from the middle, I think you could see the sides. It's when you're like on one side and you look, if you're like right up against the back of the wall, right? That's where it gets weird. Okay. Everybody says this is great. I wonder how many nests did we leave? Because, like, we have been chopping down a bajillion trees, and there's still, like, more growing. Oh, I picked up another one randomly off the ground. Okay. That I must have chopped and not picked up. So we're going to replace that one over here, I guess, just so they can find it. That one's not still mad at me, right? Cool. Okay. Oh, gosh. Has anybody talked to Scar about this mod? I think Scar uses a weird setup for his stuff. There's a few hermits who use Optifine and don't use Fabric. I think you must use Fabric for the voice mod. There's a few hermits who do weird stuff with their mod setups. I'll just say that. And yep, B-Dubs is gone. Joe is alone. I think Scar might be one of them. I don't know if Scars can use the Bobby mod. Blocks. Get all the blocks. Part of me wants to like go look at photos and measure out where the actual supports need to go, the cross beams for the pinball machine. Because now that we've finished recording the last bit for the last episode, we're ready to do that. But I also don't want to get the measurements wrong because it's late at night on a weekend and I'm tired. And I just ate. But yeah, we are going to need... Let's see. Let's do the math on... Just for the second layer of the birch, we're going to need 128... Where'd I put my phone down? I've got a calculator on the phone, it turns out. They put an app on the phone with a calculator. So it's basically, it's not a full 128. It's 128 minus 10. So 118 times 246 is how much birch we need, which is 29,000. Now you get 4 planks for every log. So that's 72,057 logs. How many stacks is that? 113 stacks. We've already got... I feel like we're pretty close to that. We've been gathering a lot. Captain Muffins, raiding with a party of 2. Thank you very much for joining us today, Captain Muffins. So, yeah, we need to get the cross beams. We need to get the cutouts for like the power switch, the subwoofer. There's a bunch of cutouts on the bottom of the pinball machine we need to do too. So then we need to have the walls around the cutouts. But the short version is, I estimated I probably needed about 2.5 double chests worth of logs earlier, and my quick math there basically confirmed it. And that's just for this stage. That's not for the next stage. Now, we already have about 1.5 double chests of logs. Hey, B-Dubs is back. And there's gonna be trouble. Hey, B-Dubs back. Let's actually do a quick inventory of how many logs we actually have. Let's do that just as a treat to ourselves. Okay, so that is 52 stacks of logs. Okay, let's move these into fresh boxes that... Gosh, okay. Here, in order to verify that we've actually got full boxes of logs and nothing else, let's go ahead and just move a bunch of random stuff out of these. Okay. Okay. Okay, so... Welcome back, Cub. Okay. Okay, so let's chop these ones down because they're empty, and we don't want them clogging up our mental space here. Ooh, Scar's back. We actually do want to greet Scar. Welcome back. Scar and Cub. We'll greet them both, since they both came back at about the same time. And we'll put the tinted glass underneath this one so we know to find the tinted glass in here when we need it. And let's move those totems up there. I feel like a lot of this is stuff that I could sort, but I just don't have the patience right now. But in terms of the efficacy of consolidating the logs so we can figure out how many we have, So that's 77 stacks, 86 stacks, 87 stacks. So we've got about 87 stacks out of about 113, which is not bad. Mooberg says, I love the way the hermits greet each other. Very wholesome. Yeah, if you don't greet Scar, then he knows you're AFK. Actually, I don't know what Scar's talking about, like, with the horse. Pannercake says, Joe, great callback to recent pop culture. I think you just mean culture. Hey, Carlos. We just relocated a bunch of bees in the stressful part of the stream. So now we're having kind of a chill break before we do anything stressful again. We moved about, I don't know, 12 to 18 nests full of bees. Accidentally punched one with an axe and got a lot of them angry at me. But we completed that mission successfully, and so now we're just having a chill tree chop for a few minutes to unwind. The big build for today is these birch logs are for internal support beams and additional plywood internally on my deep field space telescope themed pinball machine here. Check out the B-dubs Cub TCG that match that's probably going on. I don't think that's likely going on. I think B-dubs said he was going to do that another night. Also, if they are not streaming the match, then I definitely don't want to spoil it, right? Hey, welcome, Graysonder. We are having a chill tree chop. Lemony, I am designing the pinball machine playfield myself. I've been playing a ton of classic games and sketching their layouts of the ones that I haven't had the chance to play. So, like, for example, here's 5 sketches, 3 on that row, and then 2 up there. And then another 3. I did 8 sketches of different pinball machine playfields from kind of the era that I'm going for last Wednesday. I'm working on... So the rough layout I have so far for this is looking like this. I'm still trying to figure out all the geometry and all the plans. But core concept is coming along. Yeah, don't give robots commands in my chat, because there's no robots allowed. This is for people. And these people spend way too much time telling computers what to do at work all day. They don't need to come here and tell computers what to do. Yeah, no, my Discord is only accessible via my Patreon at the $5 a month level. Let's go ahead and post that there. Centauratron says, I made a quick mock-up of the pinball flipper lighter you mentioned if you're interested. I don't think I am. We're not really doing custom elytra on HermitCraft. That's kind of an Empire's thing. And I definitely don't have the money to commission it. Especially if I can't use it. But even if I could use it, I definitely don't have the money to commission it right now. But thank you for the intent, Centauratron. But yeah, that's not really... Just not where I'm at in my life right now. That's not where I'm at in my life. I'm not in a place for that. Okay. Also, we just got a tip rolling in from Mahi Zero from $421. That gets us evenly to the next milestone and one past it. So, y'all have seen that money go straight to my head with each face camera expansion milestone we've hit up to this point. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are beginning to pull me down to the deep below. Enter the Jost. Bum 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 bum. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 90% thanks to Mahi Zero's first expansion milestone. Now, at this point, each additional face camera expansion milestone will be accompanied by a corresponding drop in Joe Pasty. Like you just witnessed that first one there, but Mahi's actually financed too. So here we go. Numero dos. Even larger Jost. Bum 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 bum. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to... Wait, it should be at 80%. Also, what is that other chair? Oh, that chair shouldn't be visible. Everything's kind of a mess in here. Because I was doing a lot of audio setup work today, trying to test stuff for the Zelda stream next Friday morning. Yep, I shaved my beard as part of Scar's charity stream a few months back. Around October ways, I guess, maybe. That was a lot of fun. So, okay, let's go ahead and we're going to plant some more of these. Yep, I shaved my beard live on stream. Mahi Zero says, I couldn't let it sit at $1 away because it was bothering me, but tipping only $1 would get eaten by fees. Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you, Mahi Zero. That puts us 20 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Here is that link for y'all. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Ooh, night is about to fall, so we should probably go lay our heads down and dream. Bum 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 bum. La da 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 dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Dun dun dun. Oh, dang it, B-dubs beat me to the bed. Always. Oh yeah, where was the box we had where we were gonna put these for counting purposes? So we need to fill, if we fill 2 of these chests, that's 104. 27 plus 27, no, is 54, so that'd be 108. We need about 113 stacks. Dr. Hall of Duty says, miss all the TCG streams. Well, you missed one last night. We did our Pharaoh Showdown. That's going to be featured in my next episode. So, there are still TCG streams. I'm actually planning on playing some TCG, not tomorrow, but the Saturday after that. Beef is going to come, and we're going to have a little bit of a showdown with some TCG games live on stream. Not the tournament finale. The tournament finale is going to be recorded, not streamed. But we're going to have a special speed cup where everybody's going to play as many TCG games as we can in a certain amount of time. And the winner of that will get some sort of thing. Prize. I don't know how to say more. But that'll be Saturday the 13th. And we don't know exactly the time, but it'll be a time that's probably middle of the day-ish for America, so it's evening for UK, but not too late. We don't have that lockdown. This is very speculatively early planning. We're pretty sure we're doing it, but I don't know who's committed to being there. Don't spam, please. That's a timeout. This is a tree farm, Mr. Bigzilla. This is literally an agricultural area set aside for the cultivation of trees and their harvesting thereof. Miss Goldfox says, I just bought my TCG cards in real life. Yay! Awesome. Yeah, this is my tree farm. It might not be noticeable when I'm looking up directly into the trees, but like in the distance, you can probably tell. I am going to be signing IRL TCG cards. And I am very excited about that. I don't have a date for when they're going to come in yet, though. Or when we're going to do that, but I'm very excited. Okay, where was I? Let's go ahead and put one of these totems of undying here so we don't lose it. But yeah, this whole area is my tree farm. When it's loaded, trees grow, and then I chop them down. Nick Salzano says, hi, I love Minecraft. Well, thank you, Nick. I appreciate you supporting the arts and my show in particular. We're going to go ahead and put that 2 on the abacus here, putting us 18 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. YY Dragon correctly notes this is a free-range tree farm. That's right, you want the trees to be happier before they're dead. Will I stream the card signing? It depends how we do it. We might try and do an IRL meetup for the signing. And I'm not sure if the place we meet up is going to have good internet for streaming. Or we might not all... There's a lot of... So, some people are going to get mailed the cards. And some people might meet up to sign the cards in person. But I'm not sure what that looks like. And that's still a maybe. But, like, so if we go to the card factory, we might be able to film, like, some stuff that would be really cool for a YouTube thing, but we wouldn't be able to necessarily stream because they might not have... We wouldn't have our computers with us or... You know what I mean? So, if I can get to Canada... that's going to be... It's a higher priority for me to try to get to the facility and record stuff there than it is to stream the card signing. Mahi0 says, technically, wouldn't you need a work visa if you did that? Canada's rules are different from the United Kingdom's in some ways, but even if I did, the cost of the work visa for an American for like a one-day thing would be possibly more reasonable than England's. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of unknowns here, basically. We're working on it. But I will definitely be signing cards, but I don't know where I'll be signing the cards yet. Whoops. Hold on. Let me fix that. Sorry about that, YY Dragon. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing there. Have I picked the ink colors for my signature? I was probably imagining it... So, I think the ones we'll be signing will be the holographic cards. Usually I would sign something like that with a silver Sharpie, but I'm worried the silver won't show up on the holographicness. So, basically, until I see how it looks, I'm not going to tell you because I won't know. But usually I sign things with either black Sharpie or silver Sharpie. But I don't normally sign holographic things, so I might need to pick a different color. Oh, when you say, where are you going to sign the card, do you mean, am I going to sign the back of the card? Well, of course. No, I'm just kidding. Because that would make it non-playable. You're not allowed to mark the backs of your cards. Nox says, I assumed you would use green. Green doesn't show up very well on artwork that has a lot of green in it, right? So, Nox, you got to keep in mind that, like, if green is going to be, like, a bright color on the card, I need a contrasting color. Same thing for teal. If there's a lot of teal on the card, I need a color that will show up. Manatee Gag says, Silver Sharpie doesn't tend to stick to holographic coating. See, that makes sense. Bye, bee. Do I have an alter ego card? I do, but it's not going to be part of the first print run. Okay, so... Hey, we got a new Patreon patron rolling in. Just so you know, I have to manually send those invites out. So you can typically expect to see that sometime in the next business day or so, depending on what my work schedule looks like. I don't trust the Discord Patreon API. If you want to anger 300 people real fast, build something on top of that. I say that. I don't actually know how many people are in the Discord. 137 online and 255 not online. Yeah, that tracks. It's a Beetlejuice card. I believe Vintage Beef has shown it in one of his episodes. I don't think I've actually seen it, though, because I wanted to wait until he revealed it. Like, he's going to do a big reveal for the Hermits after the tournament ends. But he's revealed it for the fans now. Well, thanks for backing me, Nymph. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to make sure you know that you know that might not necessarily come through tonight because it's not automated. No. Is there, like, not a log hidden up in here somewhere? Whatever. Do I actually have a Beetlejuice skin for HermitCraft? I do, I just don't use it very often. Because I don't have, I don't know. I like the classic teal shirt. Okay, are these far enough away? I'm worried that a little bit that some of these aren't far enough away from that, from the ollie tree. Let's move some of these further back out this way here. Okay. Bumblebee, don't fly in the way of my axe, please. I think B-Dub's left, so... Now it's probably a good time to go put some of those logs back in storage. Or, not back, but into storage. Weren't the Easter eggs almost Beetlejuice style? No, they were almost in Rick Astley style. I made a really bad Rick Astley skin. And, yeah. For April Fool's Day. Okay, so... Hello, 46 Body. Hope you're having a good evening so far. Okay. So we have We need 2 double chests and another row. I don't know that we're gonna... We're probably not gonna get all that tonight, but we are getting close. Just doing some chill resource gathering after we moved a bunch of beehives and got attacked by a bunch of bees, and now we're just chilling. Now we're just relaxing. I had my excitement. Does fortune go on an axe? This one has silk touch because I wanted to be able to use it for mushrooms, which is why it's called Mushroom Bane. So somebody actually started clearing out part of this dark oak forest, and I don't know who it is, but they left all the mushroom tops in the part they cleared out. So earlier in the stream, I flew through here, landing on all the mushroom tops and chopping them down. And I also noticed that they had a bunch of white concrete powder markers that indicated like a line here. So then I replaced those with these beehives and said, "Mysterious stranger, I'm glad to be your neighbor." Woo. So, yep. Oh, like for example, I think this one might be, yeah. So like this one doesn't have stem. Oh, these don't have stems either. Yeah. So there's a bunch of weird mushrooms over here that don't have stems. So I can just come in through here, like so, and just chop them really quickly with the silk touch axe. And these mushrooms are great colors for the pinball machine components too later. Okay. I don't need to get all of them, but core concept, I saw that somebody over here had cleared out all the trees and then left all the mushrooms. So. If the air is going to be developed, Cleo needs to leave a sign by her melon farm. Yeah. I forgot that there was one of these over here. That's actually super handy for when I need rockets, which I now realize I... Wait, is this thing still running? This thing's still running. This thing has just been running for whenever it's loaded, apparently. I forgot about it. That's so funny. Oh, boy. I'm using this. Please don't tear down. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe it looks like Cleo already left a sign. Oh, that's adorable. God. Okay. Hey, welcome, Incredimike. I was just saying that over here, between my base and Cleo's base, another hermit started clear-cutting, and we don't know who, so I left a sign here that says, "Mysterious neighbor, I'm glad," or "Mysterious stranger, I'm glad to be your neighbor." And then they had left a bunch of concrete powder to mark some sort of border or building marker or something here. I don't really know. But they had put a bunch of concrete powder in a line. And so I replaced all the concrete powders with bees. Because I'm helping, ? Rising into nation. Boy, Scar's Castle is large. That too, though, I guess. But anyway, so they're going to fly back here. And they're going to be like, "That's weird. My concrete powder turned yellow. Oh my god, it's bees!" It's not really a prank. It's just weird. But I don't know. I'm really tired. And so we're doing it live. Hey, welcome, Dylan. It's not a prank, it's bees. It's not a prank, it's a welcome. Exactly. I keep wanting to close my eyes to rest my eyes. But that's a bad idea. Because I'm going to punch a bee by accident if I'm not careful. Yeah, I also just recorded the outro to my next episode. And once I've recorded the outro to the next episode, part of me is like, I should really go start working on editing. I know it's Friday night and Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 is watching Encino Man in celebration of NJ Coffee Junkie's birthday. So part of me is like, how much editing am I really going to get done? Am I just going to be cracking jokes about Encino Man? No more bee eating. I know, right? And Credit Mike says, pretty random to have a new neighbor out of the blue. Yep. Pretty random. I need the, like, most deadpan face I can make. You might think that, but I couldn't possibly comment. Oh my gosh. If you come in here and start running random polls that have nothing to do with what we're talking about, you're going to get banned. You can go hijack somebody else's stream. Hey, welcome Michael Laposada on the YouTube chat. We are currently harvesting some logs. We need 2 double chests and another row of stacks of logs or so. Yep, somebody has started clearing the area over there. I don't want to go all the way over there right now, but luckily I've got the Bobby mod, so I can just fly up real quick. This area over here has been clear cut in the middle of the screen. So I put a bunch of bees in. They had made a line of concrete powder, presumably to mark like the entrance to their build or something. Let's go ahead. I keep meaning to put the rockets. Oh gosh, I'm almost out of rockets already. Let's go buy more. We need to go buy another box of rockets, actually. I'm going to be stressed out about that if I run out. If I'm close to running out. Mr. Bigzilla says, are you against auto farms or do you just prefer the journey? I mean, cars don't really do much in Minecraft, but like if people want to grow them organically and farm them instead of like using armor stands or something, I mean, whatever, but it's not my job. Live and let live, you know? Where did I say we're going? Rocket shop. Boy, my brain is like, yeah. My brain is going. I've had a long day. Even though I wasn't streaming this morning, there was a thing for my kid I had to go to, and I am like brain gone. Okay. But yeah, so I left a nice little sign here for our new neighbor that says, "Mysterious stranger, I'm glad to be your neighbor." See, it's like a greeting card with bees. Beating card, if you will. We had some pretty good weather today, Mr. Bigzilla. Oh. Wrong. I'm gonna be in this experimental film, and even though I can't explain, already know how. You know, that's a good point. Pearl had said that Twinkly Trash is gonna need an expansion, and she's also possibly gonna need a giant redstone sorting machine. Is this about the footprint you would need for something like that? What does that look like? It's a little bit far from the existing Twinkly Trash, though. So I don't know about... Is there still room for expansion back there? It's just going to be a landfill. She'll just dig a pit 3 meters deep and put all of my shulker boxes in there. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. It feels like if Pearl could expand back into this valley here and just have like waste pipes dumping shulkers into the sea. The river washes them out to the ocean eventually. Okay. So, anyway. Core concept, we need to be grabbing more birch. More birch. Somebody says, is the green screen behind you partially folded? I think that's the beacon line that you're seeing. Whew. Okay. I am definitely... My exhaustion level is definitely taking a beating itself. So I think that... I am going to... what do you call it? Put last call for... what do you call it? What do we do? Well, last call for tips. That's what it is. Sorry, my brain is like... Blah. Yeah, that person's getting timed out for screaming at me. Okay. The Ejo Studios that's in the chat right now is the real one. I can use the tools that I asked Google for to see that. But that other guy created their account today and started acting weird, so that person's banned. But okay. So either way, I am doing last call for tips. We are currently 18 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. I need to... I don't know if I'm actually going to go to sleep, but I need to at least work on getting my next episode edited. I would really like for it to come out in the next few days. Like, once... there's kind of this thing where, like, once I'm still getting the footage, or while I'm still getting the footage, I'm like, well, you know, I want the episode to be as good as possible, so I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to just see where it takes me. And, like, seeing where it took me got me over to that B thing there. And so I'm very happy about that, but having seen that through, I'm like, okay, we recorded the outro after doing the B greeting card thing. Now, edit it, get it out the door. It's like a clock rolled over in my head where I went from like, yeah, everything goes at its own pace, man, whatever. You know, you got to follow the flow of the footage to like, I got to get my shoes on and beat pavement. We got to get this episode out to the people. Woo! So, yeah, it's like, yeah. So just, I think it's time for me to wrap up the show. Thank you to everyone who tipped. To anyone who signed up for the Discord or Patreon, I will get those invites out sometime this weekend. Thanks, y'all, so much for hanging out. We're going to go ahead, and I hope Manu is live, because he is showing Encino Man as part of New Jersey Coffee Junkies' birthday party, I think, if he's live. Is he not live? He is live. And he's also, let's see, what else is he doing? He's also got his Avengers pinball machine, it looks like he's playing IRL. So we're going to raid Mystery Pinball Theater 3000, where they watch a movie, make fun of it, and you get to vote on who's funniest. Hope everyone have a fantastic evening. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do. Stop streaming. Stop in the